เคยว่าของดีดวงที่ทำไมมันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคัน
ดวงอะไรที่ดีไม่เห็นมีตัวตนเลยนั้นที่เขาเรียกว่าดวงนะดวงอะไรกันถ้ายิ่งเก่าก็ยิ่งมันเขาเรียกขี้กลางพุ่งเดือน
ดวงเคยว่าของดีดวงที่ทำไมมันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคัน
ดวงอะไรที่ดังที่คนหวังว่าใส่ดวงนี้จะเด่นเห็นทุกการกลายเรือนที่เห็นมานะเพื่อนที่ดวง
มีดวงไม่ว่าของดีดวงที่ทำไมมันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคัน
คนจะบ่นถึงดวงหมายเอาดวงนั้นมาเป็นที่ตั้งก็ดวงมีจริงๆแล้ววิ่งแง่หน้าแง่หลังวิ่งหาสตังค์และที่จะสั่ง
มีดวงไม่ว่าของดีดวงที่ทำไมมันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคันคัน
And live from the mountaintop in the swamp, from UFOs to camel toes, from big chuckles to moose knuckles, you got it locked on the Derek Farmer Network. How's everybody doing tonight? Glad to be here with everybody. It's been a little bit since I've done a live. Of course, I want to say thanks to the Butthole Surfers for that lead-in song with Cunts. Of course, performed in Swahili, a language that doesn't exist, in other words. How's everybody doing tonight? Great to be here. Glad to be out of work. Finally made my way home. Put up a new video tonight if anybody saw it, with an orb. But, you know. Hey, Justin's here. All right, Justin's in the house. Nice. Everybody, we have my Justin. Justin just did an interview, of course, on... Well, he'll probably put it up in the chat, hopefully. Of course, as a mod, you can put up any site in the chat. Or any mods can for Justin put up his site. He just went on a pretty big bass interview show. I'm not sure if that interview is played yet. I have not seen it. If it has, Sensi saying hi to Justin. Sensi's here. Poor Sensi. Oh my goodness. How is my sound here? You guys can hear me okay with this new new microphone? And is the signal appearing to be a little more solid? As we are now Ethernetted up, we have a 200-foot long Ethernet cable running from through the snow and over the hills, through the woods, you know, to the RV back here. And really hoping that the sound is improved and that also the signal itself is more solid. I was getting kind of sick of the little rotating wheel, you know. I mean, it is 2026 after all, you guys. And I think even if you're going to be doing amateur broadcasting, you really kind of need to do the little things like at least make sure your audio is acceptable, you know, and not alone pulling up, you know, multiple screens and possibly even more. You know, split screens, multiple screens, you know, sharing screens. We're doing it all. We're doing it all. Hang on a second. I'm going to put a, there we go. Give me 1 second. I don't know why I'm talking out loud. I have a hard time, side tasking while, oh, look out. Hiawatha's here. My computer's working for shit. Huh. Oh, there we go. No, I mean, just the mouse pads like being, here we go. Just in case anybody does want to call in, please feel free, call in, hit up that link right there. The StreamYard link should bring you into the green room, if you will. Nice. Joe Dirt just watched it. Mine or Justin's? I don't know. And Hiawatha's here. Great. Good to see you, Hiawatha. A little rusty. Give me a few give me a few moments to sort of work the kinks out of the old rusty trombone, if you don't mind my saying so. I hope you don't mind. And we're having a big giant coffee with a healthy amount of vodka and Kahlua in it, only because it's Friday. It was a rough day. We had a corporate inspection today. Of course, I made the boys quite proud. I just want to say thank you to the boys over at the shop. A quick shout out, Yash. Thank you for everything. Kishmar, Enrique. Thank you. Jamadan Mubarak, my friends. To Enrique, happy birthday. And so it's nice to be working with a good crew. By the way, what do you guys think about Farmer in Jakarta? Let's talk about it. I have been offered, I think that's what they said. I've been offered to, well, it's not really Jakarta. You fly into Jakarta and then you go to the smaller villages, within the province of Punjab, and where my friend Rikay's father owns a mango farm. And he promised me copious amounts of horse riding and driving John Deere tractor around the farm for 1 month while we vacation. What do you guys think about that? And he offered to pay for my plane ticket. I think that's what he said. That's pretty freaking amazing, guys. I've only been working there 2 months, and I haven't necessarily gone out of my way to brown nose anyone or to get any closer to anyone in any sort of, fake sort of way. I'm just sort of like that. I really like these guys. They can tell that I like them. I take the time to learn little phrases, learn parts of their culture. So I don't know. We'll ask Justin here. Justin, welcome to the show. I want everyone to say hello to Justin. This is our mod, our mad mod, if you will. Justin from Justin and Shiva's Beaks and Face Covers. Did I get it right tonight, Justin?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, good. You sound good too. Nice. Well, of course, Justin's going to sound good automatic. I'll tell you why. When I first started broadcasting, you guys, I was sort of, and maybe Justin will remember, I really wanted to hook up that 1/4-inch jack system. I needed that sort of old school feel for all the equipment. And I had that going for a while until things went bad. And Justin actually loaned me the one of the, what was like a digital, what would you call it, a processor?
What is that called? An interface.
Interface, yeah. So, and it has like 1/4-inch jacks, and you can sort of melt together, if you will, right? Some of that sort of more analog technology with the digital side, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, that's accurate.
Okay, all right.
Am I syncing?
What's that?
Is my audio syncing?
It is syncing a little bit, yeah. It's as they say in if you've ever watched Pink Floyd, it's a bit toppy. Whatever that means.
Yeah, it's coming across a little funky on my end.
Okay, but you sound clear on my end. I don't know if it's affecting. Are you breaking up at all digitally?
I'm hearing an echo of myself, like after I'm
okay.
talking.
Do you have both StreamYard and YouTube open at the same time?
Nope. It's just StreamYard right now.
Just StreamYard. Okay, there shouldn't be an echo then.
It's kind of, I think it's actually kind of cleared up. So,
okay,
let's let it go for now. It should be cool.
All right. Well, if it's an issue, let me know. I know that you are a stickler for having good audio, of course. And because of that, why? Because you've been in bands your whole life, right? You don't want to. Abby is saying that we both sound good on her end. Of course, she has an untrained ear. No offense, Abby.
Hey, no, actually, I think it's, I don't hear the echo anymore. So I don't know what that was.
Good. So I thought it would be kind of fun, you guys in the chat for Justin. One, I'd like him to plug the show that he was just on. And did the interview air yet?
Yes.
When did that air?
Oh, he headed up the same day, so that was Tuesday.
Oh, Oh, see, I read your post and I thought you said you'd let us know when it was going to air. Now, I don't know if you.
Man, I think I brain farted on that, but
It's all right. At least I don't have to feel guilty about it then.
nah, don't worry about it. Yeah, there's a link to it on my page and all that. So
Okay. Well, I don't know if somebody put your site up, but if somebody wants to go onto Justin's site, or maybe you put your own site up, didn't you? I think. If not, I know that Sensi's quite handy with that.
I posted a link to that interview.
Oh, well, we definitely want to get your site up there also, and ask that anyone who enjoys the bass, I guess, or who just enjoys a guy playing the bass with a parrot on his shoulder, to sub up to you. You're getting close to how many subs now, Justin, on your own channel?
Well, almost 2,000. So that's pretty cool.
I mean, that's huge.
About 50 something away.
I mean, that's really close, guys. If we can get Justin a little bit closer to that 2,000 mark tonight, that'd be great. I mean, I don't know what it does for us other than stroke the ego a bit, Justin, but I mean, maybe it brings out some kind of benefits, maybe that I don't know about also. How is, I sound okay, I hope. I want to sound good for you.
Yeah, it all sounds perfect now.
Great. Yeah, because I don't use headphones on this deal, I mean, I did originally, but I just don't like the feel of headphones. You know that. Now, okay, let me give a little bit of background here. I've known Justin for how long would you say? Since high school. We're getting to be old men now.
Well,
by the way, your beard braid is on point tonight. I would say we met in high school, but we didn't really know each other. It was sort of more of a passing in the halls thing. You know what I mean? We never hung out, but we were kind of from the same neighborhood, if I had that feeling right.
I think we had Jim.
Right? Maybe it was Jim. Maybe Jim or possibly math. But you would have been in an advanced class while I was lagging behind.
Advanced,
right?
What?
No,
advanced
in math.
Oh, yeah. Hell no! That was my
really
suit. Yeah. No,
I would assume as a musician. I mean, because you're not just listening to the notes, right? You know how to actually read music, correct?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't translate to being great at math.
It doesn't really? Okay. I just thought maybe that,
I mean, it must not, because
but then, so anyways, to flash forward a bit, thank you, Sensi. Sensi just subbed. Yeah, and I'll start putting some comments up here.
Well, thank you.
Of course, we know Hiawatha already subbed. Super fan of Justin's, Hiawatha. Saying, hey, Justin, hey there, Hiawatha. Like your beard do. Your beard do. Nice. Been subbed to him for a long time. The parrot dragged me in. Yeah. And, Sheba will do that. Nice thing about a parrot is they live a long time. It's not one of these pets you get and then they die. In fact, you have to almost will them to somebody in case something happens to you, correct?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I mean,
set up a trust or something. I mean, this bird's going to be alive for like 130 years or something, right? I mean, 80 years, right? They can live.
And now I got two of
them. What's the other one's name? Karen or something?
Kelsey.
Chelsea. Okay.
No, Kelsey, like Frazier.
Okay.
Kelsey.
Sorry if I'm coughing. I just took a huge hit. I would be remiss if I didn't mention right away, just quickly, that today does mark 9 years since one or more people in and around Delphi murdered two young girls, Abby and Libby, and today is that anniversary. And I just want to say, girls, rest easy. We know one of the guilty parties is in prison, and we're hoping that if anything else is going on in your circle that led you there, those people will be there soon. And just want to say, please rest easy, girls. Anyways, I just wanted to kind of mention that. I don't want to do a broadcast on a night. After all, it really was that terrible crime that brought me to broadcasting in the first place. Because I started to go on shows after I developed a 6-point matrix system to look at old evidence in a new way on the Delphi case. Sleuth Intuition had me on. If you remember a show, anybody? I mean, Justin, you've never really been into web sleuthing per se, correct? That's not really your bag, if you will.
No, I mean, it's cool from what I understand, from your end, and But yeah, I never really got into it myself too much.
I kind of see some shows as kind of like a flavor of the week almost. Like I'm not like that. Like I tend to find a very enigmatic case and then just sort of stay with that, you know. Like I know some shows make a model, and I'm not saying that's good or bad. I mean, when you have to catch a criminal, maybe it's better that they do as many as they can if someone's at large. That's a terrible criminal, you know, that's done a terrible crime like this. But Hiawatha saying your base covers are top friggin' notch. A compliment from Hiawatha.
Thank you. I appreciate that very much.
So, but anyways, with that being said, let me then just flash forward. I hadn't seen or talked. Now, the last time I saw Justin around that age, let's say high school, there was, and Justin probably will remember this, there was a massive party, either at the end of Westnedge or Oakland Drive or one of them. And at this party, people got wristbands, and there were so many people there that they called the state police on themselves because it was getting out of hand. They had gone through 42 kegs in the corkscrew party wagon before it even turned dark. Okay. And there were all these bands playing, and I had either seen Justin somewhere at this is the part, these are the sort of details that all these years later, I have no fucking recollection of, you know, but somehow I knew you were going to be there. Correct. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You were going to be at that big, it was a 4th of July party, actually. And do you know the owners of the property too, right?
That was that one way out in the boonies, right?
Way out in the boonies, and the state police broke it up.
Yeah, man, because we took the stage finally, and I think we got 2 songs in before they put the kibosh on it.
Yeah. Barely got dark.
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, see, I don't remember the end too much because there were so many people there, but I was on a mission. And so there was a point of sort of entry where you could get into like one area to the next, where there was sort of like a fence and a gate that kind of funneled people through. And at that point is where I stood until I finally found somebody with LSD, because I was asking everybody to walk by for a good hour. You got any doses? You got any doses? And finally one guy just looks at me and gets a big shit eating grin on his face. And I'm like, get over here, right now. You know, and my buddy, I don't think he ever met Bobby before he died. Before we became friends, my buddy Bob died. He went to Alaska with me. Looked like Charlie Manson. Was actually, you know,
yeah. Brought him up before.
Yeah, and he took it, and then and we all, you know, and my crew took it, and it was just a crazy night. Next thing you know, the police are there busting everyone up, and but they let everyone go. It wasn't a situation where they were trying to, you know, arrest people. They just wanted to break up the party. It was just too damn big. But anyways, moving on from there. So again, I've never friended anyone on Facebook, right? So all of a sudden I see Justin. I'm like, wait. And then I was like, this guy was really friendly to me. And you're one of the few people that actually treated me like a human being. Is that a weird thing to say? Like a fucking human being, you know, at that age. Young guys, you know, the neighborhood that we're from, or that I'm from, Elcott and Mark Street, you know, some of the names around there. Not a lot of human being considerations.
Not a lot of Mensa people.
but some not dummies either, you know, people that do understand grams and ounces quite well. Yeah. So anyways, I friend him. And it's like, it'll be my luck. The one person I ever asked to, you know, be my friend, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. But no, he did. And it turns out, and this is where it's going, that not only is he hugely into metal detecting, and you guys all know I love metal detecting. Now, I didn't have a detector. Remember when we first became friends on Facebook? Go ahead.
So how did you come to like meet me again? I'm trying to remember that.
Friend suggestion on Facebook.
Was it through the metal detecting group or what?
No.
My name
I just recognized your name. I recognized your name and whatever picture you had up or something. I don't know if you had a younger you up, or I'm not sure. But it said Justin, you know, I don't want to say your last name. I almost said your last name. I don't want to do that because I don't know how to
No, it's
I
don't want to man. I'm not worried about it.
I know, but well, you know, not everyone's Derek Farmer. They don't want everyone to know, you know, their social security number. But which Justin almost killed me for when I put out my fake social security. He's like, what the fuck are you doing,
You
dude? How depressed
fucking
are you?
idiot.
What is wrong? And I was like, it wasn't a real number. I made it up. He's like, oh, thank God, thank God. The first time we go detecting, one of the first times I go with Justin, he goes, dude, get over here, get over here. And he had in his, this son of a bitch, had in his pocket a beautiful silver dollar that he had thrown into the ground and go, man, look what I found, this, you know, this silver dollar. And he goes, I'm just kidding. I do that to everybody, you know.
Dude, the other day I was just cleaning out my drawer and that buried dollar.
Yeah.
Showed Jennifer. I was like, oh man, this is the one I tricked Derek with.
I go,
I had to carry it on, the tradition, because you remember that guy I told you about, old Clay, who was kind of my
you're the
mentor.
one that passed away. Right.
Yeah. He's the one who tricked me with it.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense to do. I mean,
so now
I mean, you could really turn it into something if you wanted to like put like a gun in the ground, or, you know, you could really make it crazy, you know. But we have, you know, I won't say that. Now, I've watched a lot of these shows, and I don't think I dig nearly as many plugs as most people. Most people, just when they start, they dig everything. But my problem was with that Vanquish, without the experience, everything I dug was fucking garbage, man. I may have dug a few copper pennies that were not old, a couple Wheaties, maybe, if I was lucky. But I didn't hit silver. I didn't hit silver until I got the Mine Lab, right? Mine Lab, am I saying that right? The Safari.
I thought you found silver at the Vanquish.
No, man, no way.
Huh? I could have sworn you
Right?
did.
Damn, your memory may be better than mine, but I thought the dog park was man, I thought that was Mine Lab already.
Oh, I don't remember, man.
It took me 2 years, man, to find silver, at least, of us detecting. And we didn't go out for a long time, and I'd always show up. I mean, you guys have to know me. Like, Justin be like, all right, I'm ready to go. And I'm literally 6 blocks away, and I'm just always like, yeah, I'm on my way. And then 3 hours later, I will be there. You know, so it kind of cut short some of our detecting days, you know, as Justin is, you know, has family, and he can't just be hanging out all night. You know, we're not 20 anymore. But also, when I first got my detector, he highly discouraged from what I used to do, which is I would go after work at 11 or midnight downtown and start curbing shit. It was so fun, man. I love that so much. It felt so like I was doing something like secret, but the cops couldn't do anything because there's no curfew for a.
Well, it's not illegal. It's
not illegal. It's public property, and it was clear what I was doing. I'm metal detecting. I'm not, you know. But anyways, but on top of that, to find out that also he is a Howard Stern super fan. It was like this perfect mesh coming together. I mean, only a couple of my friends in my life have been huge Howard Stern fans, but none of them are also hugely into metal detecting. Go ahead, Justin.
Oh, no. I was just saying, that's funny you brought that up. I was just watching that Mike Walker, the fart saga today. You know what I'm talking
about. To rock. Dude, that is the nastiest sounding fart in the history of farts. And now, to give a little background on this, Mike Walker was a reporter for the National Enquirer, right? And weekly he would come on, I think every Friday or so, maybe every couple weeks, onto the Stern Show, and he would read 4 stories, of which 3 of them are real, and the crew had to pick out the fake story. Right? They kind of mixed it up a little bit. It wasn't pick out the real story. As real as what the Enquirer is. Although, as we know, a lot of that shit actually did turn out to be real. And Mike Walker was waiting to come on the air, and Howard had him on without him knowing it, and he ripped a really juicy one. And it was highly embarrassing for Mike Walker. Actually, I think it really. I don't think he came on after that. To be honest with you, I don't think he came back on the show.
Didn't he?
I think that killed it. No, I mean, I think he was done after that, especially when Artie, and then they put all those songs together, highlighting the part, and I think he might have accidentally clicked himself out. Oops. I want to say, Justin. Oh, thanks, Abby. That was nice. Justin, stay away from true crime. Save yourself. I don't know, Hiawatha. I don't know, because I mean, crime is just, it's like, I like a good, it's all about the mystery, you know? That's why I can't just hop around from case to case. Oh, he's back. What happened, buddy?
Hang on a second, man.
Okay.
I'm screwing around with.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, this is just a pilot show.
No, dude, I fucked up. I was trying to find that Mike Walker clip, and I X'd out of StreamYard.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm back.
I've done that. Yeah, if you want to do anything like that, you should be able to share video on your end if you want to. So how long did the interview run? How in depth did it get? I mean, I haven't watched it.
Yeah, just under an hour.
That's pretty good.
Because, well, this is a brand new channel of his. His main channel, he's got like 26,000 or something subscribers. And he just started this channel, which is his podcast channel, where he's a host, you know.
Right, because he's also an instructional bass player, correct?
Right. Yep.
On his
he's just
big channel, if you will.
Yeah. Oh, one of the bigger, you know, he's a pretty good sized channel. Compared to mine, I got what, 2,000? He's got 26.
Yeah, well, I mean, both of you guys are killing me, but it's all different because, you know, you do instructional videos, but that's what I try to explain to people. Like, because some people are just more viral in their content and they're going to have a ton of subscribers coming and going, where I feel like something like what you do, especially, but also something that I do, it's like the same subs are sort of sticking. You know what I mean? It's basically just a base and then the base grows. It's not a coming and going thing. And I prefer that. I'd rather know my community and so forth. I mean, but with 26,000, with even 2,000, it would be rather difficult, but you don't really do a live. You're not doing your channel as a live, although that'd be pretty sweet sometimes.
No, I haven't yet. I've thought about it.
Have you really?
Yeah, you know,
that could be kind of fun. Like a request show, like an all request show or something for your subs. Maybe, kind of, or is that a lot of pressure?
Maybe I gotta take a poll and see what people would want from a live show, because
yeah,
it could be you know, it could be instructional, you know, like how to's, or
get to know you,
get you know whatever.
So on top of all of that, though, Justin, we also have in common our love for the history of what? Kalamazoo. Of all things Kalamazoo. I mean, I don't know if you're just a history buff in general. I mean, I already know that. I'm only saying that because we're talking on the air. But for sure, I think like when you go to an art exhibit or an art museum, or what do you call those places? You know, art hop. You know, I mean, to just blow through every section in a few hours and say, just so you can kind of say, well, I saw everything, it kind of glosses over rather than just sort of sitting still in one place and kind of studying one or two pieces of art. And I feel like when you drill down on a small community like Kalamazoo, or where I'm at here in Cass County, really over the years gives you a chance to learn so many intricate details. And then you're out in the community. And I went out in the country a lot too to metal detect, but when you go out, and Justin goes out far more on his own. I mean, his love for the game of detecting is probably much higher than mine. He has several machines, but I forgot my point. But you know, I just think that I just think that being out there walking or riding your bike around, or you know, getting to that next dig location in the city that you already love the history on, it all sort of melts together like a wonderful soup, you know. And it does work. It does work quite well.
Yeah. It's getting harder to find spots locally, though, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's the nature of the biz, you know. I mean, think about I mean, I would love to be able to just go back in a time machine when metal detectors first came out, you know, if I could take my Garrett Carrot with me, I would be killing it.
Man, that old Clay, man, he used to tell me stories. Because he lived right across from, you know, Old Western.
Sure. Old Western, yeah. What's known as Davis Park now, but what used to just be known as probably East Campus, and that would have been Their football field, even back, was that their football field? No, their football field actually was where K College is at now, right? Back in the way old days.
Way old days. And yeah, there was like a tennis court in front there and everything.
And a pond. You know about the pond?
Well, the pond, that's which pond are you talking about? Mirror Pond?
Mirror Pond. It's not there anymore.
Well, no, they drained it like in the 20s.
Yeah.
That wasn't,
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Mirror Pond.
That wasn't on campus. That was K College.
Oh, right. And that was on the updated campus side of K College, because K College originally was in that wedge between Lovell and South Street.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
There's like an apartment there now or something, but
yeah. I mean, so much fascinating history in that town. When you talk about, I really do think 6 Degrees of Kalamazoo is an appropriate title for basically any history show, because there, so many brushes with, I think with famous people, so much great music through the years, and innovation, really. I mean, maybe it's like every other community, but I don't see a lot of communities sending every single public school kid to college for free and paying for a full 4-year ride now anywhere in the state if they qualify. That's pretty special.
Yeah, I would say so.
I mean, the Kalamazoo province, definitely brings up a lot with me, because I'm conspiracy theory minded about that old money. I love to delve into that shit. Of course, Fetzer was a Rosicrucian. He was into weird, anomalous shit, Fetzer. And even that place they got out there now on KL Avenue, the Fetzer Institute, is an odd fucking place, man. And I've read stories online.
Those obelisks or whatever they have out there, like
they have a 40-foot pebble pyramid out there.
Pyramid, yeah, okay.
Well, it's a tall pyramid. Maybe it's an obelisk is a better way to put it. It's made out of little pebbles, somehow cemented together.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing is huge and tall. And the whole building is one of these contemporary glass meets wood meet. You know what I mean? Looks like the Fortress of Solitude. But I read stories online. I don't even know what they do there, but I do know that they fund Dr. Jack Sarfati, who works on remote viewing, time travel, and propulsion, zero G-force propulsion technology. He's worked for the CIA, and I'll be damned, and he's this old guy now, and he does these hilarious interviews. Again, Dr. Jack Sarfati has been on a number of science shows, and he's just like the stud in the room. He's like 80, but he's not putting up with any shit. He's like, I discovered that, I did that, and he is absolutely funded by the Fetzer Institute. So what are they doing out there? It's so anomalous. Now, Justin also has had to deal with his friend who was into Stern and metal detecting, now all of a sudden into these UFOs. Look, I didn't ask for the experience, but that all happened after we kind of started hanging out. And it certainly has changed my life, it really has, my focus, and the deep dives that I do when it comes to that stuff. What say you about my UFO obsession, Justin? Is it annoying for everyone in my life? I'm going to go back too and read comments if you guys want to know what I'm like outside of the show. Justin will be happy to tell you.
No, man, I can see that you're pretty deeply into it. So,
yeah.
I like to listen with intent when you talk about it.
Yeah, but like religion, I try not to convince anyone else too much. I don't want to try to feel like I'm selling Jesus to somebody, and UFO cults are real, just that whole it's a cultish sort of thing. Like, oh, I've seen one and you have, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I would be like that, but I bet you there are plenty of people like that, especially what's called these CE5 events. Not sure if you ever heard of that. It's contact events where you actually go and point laser beams up in the sky where people are meditating to bring this stuff in psionically. And in fact, we have a whole psionics department funded by the U.S. government to do just that, so we can bring these things down and steal the weapons technology. Absolutely. Look up a guy named Jake Barber. I call him eyes wide open guy because his eyes are like boing. They're real huge, you know. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. I just wondered, you know, it's just like it was such a left turn for me. I've always believed in that stuff, but it certainly wasn't anything that I would obsess over. I'd be obsessing over whatever else I was into in life. But that, for a long time, looking and finding the lay of the land after I started metal detecting became such a real obsession for me. I got in trouble for it at work, you know, because I was taking extra long on deliveries. They wanted to know what I was doing, you know.
Okay,
But I mean,
I'm sorry.
What's that? Go ahead.
I just now figured out how to look at the comments while I'm on StreamYard.
Oh, there you go. And there is a disparity too. They don't all show up, you know.
No, I got it. It's,
of course, you know that. Wait, what was a great idea, Boston? I'd like to say hi to Boston Christian, Sensi Wackadoodle. It's a mod show tonight. Hi, Watha, Jari, of course. Hi, Jari. Oh, happy birthday, Boston. So yeah, you know, I thought it would be kind of fun for an actual person that I probably hang out with you more than anybody else at this point, you know. It's like actually where I'm living right now, as a funny side note, the very first time I ever hung out with Justin, I hung out with him right here metal detecting this property. Remember? Yep. This is the first place, and it was an impossible mission. It was very dry, and I figured out why the ground is so hard around here. In fact, we are in a meteorite crater, and it's known as Kelvin 6, I believe. And the meteorite itself, they don't know how big it is. They know it was a very big one, and that it's 300 to 400 feet into the ground. But it's large, and so the impact crater is all the way over here, and that made the ground very hard because it blew away all the topsoil, right? Basically down to gravel and rocks.
Right.
Yeah. Because this land, it's funny, though, because then when it rains, it turns into some kind of sticky cement that sinks you. It's really weird out here, man. Really weird.
Yeah, I just remember, like you said, the ground being kind of hard.
Oh, it was extreme. I tried to dig a couple. It's no fun to detect here, man. I mean, but here's my thought. I got 100. I don't have, but there is 120 acres behind me. Those soybeans have been cut down now before they plant something else. That's when I need to get my ass out in that field, you know,
right,
and hope that no one's poaching that day. You have seen my car door.
You're a target now.
I have a target. Are you having a beverage? What are you drinking? Oh, yeah. I never tried that one. By the way, I would like to thank whoever recommended baby oil. Baby oil.
What are you doing with that, man?
Oil. What's that?
So what are you doing with that stuff?
Well, I was going to say it was for the dog. It's for the dog's ears, right? Mm-hmm. Someone said it might help break up. Sure does smell awfully good. But I was also going to note that after putting it on the dog's ears, when I took a pee, it was rather like that moment when chocolate and peanut butter came together for the first time. But I'm just kidding. But the baby oil, now I'm not sure what they have to do. Hopefully it's humane. I'm not sure how they extract the oil from these babies. But whatever this is has been helping to, I think, break up the ear mites or whatever. It does seem to be helping a little bit. So thanks for this cheap idea to give a shot. Just one more weapon in the war against bad ears.
Yeah, Hiawatha. Can't metal detect national parks. Nope.
No.
Nope.
Well, unless you can, but you don't want to get caught.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a thing where you can get a pass somehow, but as far as I don't know.
No, the only thing you could really do is probably just like blow the trail person or something, you know. No, the only thing you can really do is probably have a personal relationship with those people on the ground, the DNR, and they go, you know what, go ahead, or we won't say anything. But the law is the law, and it's black and white in national parks. No detecting, no removing any artifacts, yada yada yada. And most states are also like that, guys. So that relegates you basically to public spaces within your cities and counties, right? Like schools, county parks, Hopefully, I'm sure there are plenty of cities and counties that have banned such behavior because people do shitty things like dig holes, remove the good stuff, leave the trash and the hole. It's not a good way to go. You want to leave no trash behind. If you know, like, I'm not going around the entire park picking up everything. I'm not a goody two shoe. I'm there to find some coinage, right? But you know, you don't just leave like some broken glass, you know, laying in a park. You know, if you find, I don't. I put it in the garbage bag, whatever. We dump it. You know.
Yeah, man.
Dig a nice plug.
Pick it up. You know. Yep.
I mean, you know, Justin brings, you know, he had a different job too where he used to build decks. Justin usually just brings this auger, just fucking starts and augering up the shit, you know.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's my favorite.
That would turn up. So I'll tell you what, man, Elkhart, Indiana, there is some gold in that Elkhart, Indiana. And it reminds me a lot of Kalamazoo. They're starting to just now plow up a lot of the old industrial driveways that used to be old manufacturing plants. And I'm seeing a lot of it, like fenced off areas, roads coming up, this whole deal. And Elkhart's got to be just as old as Kalamazoo, if not older. It's further south, you know, I would think.
Yeah.
But I like it. I like Elkhart all right. And so I do need to look up the law in Elkhart. Let's see. We can read a couple if you don't mind, Justin, I'll read a couple comments. And, you know, I don't want you to feel like you have to stick around. If you're happy being here, happy to have you. But I don't want you to feel like I trapped you here or something.
I got nothing going on.
All right, on. All right, good. Then we will read a few comments as soon as I get down to the new ones here. Okay, here we go. Joe Dirt saying, Friday the 13th of Valentine's. I'll stick around home this weekend. I sense danger. Well, I guess it is Friday the 13th, huh? And actually, tomorrow is the busiest day at Jet's Pizza because why? We make heart-shaped pizzas.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll be getting a Super Bowl and Valentine's on the same check. That's pretty good because that was both should be pretty good tips. Although Super Bowl was great. Let's see. Sensi saying, my friend's elderly mom used to take the dog for a walk at like 5 a.m. on a Saturday and Sunday morning and would walk where the pubs and bars were, finding all the cash people dropped whilst drunk. Oh, that makes sense. Sure, yeah, drunk people do one thing while they lose money. Yeah, I've lost money and wallets and IDs several times. More known for leaving my credit card at the bar, you know, until the next day. Put it on my tab, and then they hold your card, you know, and you get hammered. Mm-hmm. And you're like, where the fuck is my credit card? Meanwhile, the chick that was your waitress is at that Tanner using your credit card. Just kidding. Yeah. Sensi, Boston, no worries. I know. I was like, dang. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Sensi, what kind of website do they have? Boston would like to know. They didn't put it online. I just used to hear all about it in the week following with envy. Used to find loads. Far more than you would expect. Skeptical. Boston, my birthday tomorrow. I don't feel like celebrating any longer. Blessed girls, Libby and Abby. Oh, well, you know, Boston, the girls, I think, Boston, I mean, as hard as it is, I mean, something tells me that these girls would want you to celebrate. They would say, Boston, it's not going to bring us back if you don't celebrate. In fact, we wish we could celebrate. So we celebrate for them. I hope. Not in a disrespectful way, of course, but just to note that, you know, I mean, just to note, like a Boston saying, Libby and Abby. Hi, Wafa Farmer. How about let Justin tell us about himself? Oh, thanks. If he wants to. I mean, maybe you do want to, Justin. I don't know what you want to see. Hi, Wafa. Sometimes you gotta, you know, like you know, I know my interviewee, but he's welcome to tell us anything he wants about himself. I think he's great, though. Boston saying, Sensi, thank you so much. I guess you are right. Okay, let's get down to something here. Oh, yeah. Abby. Oh, Abby. Well, of course, Abby, a listener from the Kalamazoo area. I don't know, if not more than a listener. I mean, a friend. I don't know what I would do without the Kalamazoo Promise. I probably wouldn't be going back to school now. Wait, are you getting covered for it? Well, aren't you like 35 now? What the fuck? You still get the Promise? I can't go get the Promise because they didn't have anything like that, right?
Yeah, I think you're.
Oh, Sensi asking here. And I'll ask Justin also. Have you looked at any of the Epstein files? Some weird shiz in there. I haven't looked at the actual files. I've seen other people's analytical breakdowns of these files. And yeah, there's some weird shiz because him and Ghislaine were obsessed with Atlantis, time travel, and UFOs, to be honest with you. And if there's a lot of child trafficking going on, besides the whole fucked up sex part of that, it is possible they were being used psionically to summon UFOs because maybe you don't know, but it's easier for children to do that. The psionic summoning, if you will, a more pure heart or something. I don't know. Of course, all of this involves the child sometimes being harmed in the process as they're at their highest sense heightened, supposedly, when being basically scared half to death because it releases something called adrenochrome. Anyways, that's kind of a sidetrack story, but as we know, Stranger Things is a true story and based on real events. All right, buddy. I think you made your point. We're still dealing with it. I know. You want to do another shot of baby oil? Just kidding. I didn't make him drink it. Hiawatha Boston, I wished you happy day. Way up there. Tomorrow would have been my 40th anniversary. May he rest in peace. I concur, Hiawatha. Wow, really? Jeez. You're always like, I always assume you're younger than me, but you must be older than me. Derek, you wear your heart on your sleeve, so your viewers pretty much know you. Yeah, I know. That's the truth. But Justin, what was I going to say? I was going to say, well, I don't want to give away too much about your neighborhood now that you said it. That I don't know. I'm really excited about what's going on in downtown now. I think it's going to be really fun down there. And I perceive maybe some good concerts, right?
It's fine to talk about. I live about a block away from where they're building a huge new arena.
Yeah.
It's going to replace... Well, we have an arena here called Wing Stadium where the local hockey team plays. But that's being replaced with this new mega complex, which is...
well, let's also note that Elvis Presley himself played at Wing Stadium in 1977.
He did. And I saw my first show at Wing Stadium.
Me too.
Guess who it
What
was?
was your first show? What did you go see first?
Man.
Something, what, Princess on Ice or some shit? What? You can tell us. Come on.
The Beastie Boys.
Really? Are you serious?
Yeah.
Which for which album?
License to Ill. This is 87.
I mean, was Kerry King wasn't touring with them, right?
No.
Okay.
I think they piped that part in, but
that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You guys realize I've gone this entire broadcast without one cigarette? Sorry, Justin. I'm gonna smoke. If I could hand one of these through the to you, I would, but we don't have that technology yet.
No.
And did they have an opening act, the Beastie Boys?
Yeah, it was a band called Murphy's Law, and then Fishbone.
Oh, Fishbone! I remember Fishbone. That was sort of kind of a reggae punk rock kind of outfit. Yeah. Yep. Something like that. Yeah.
And God
they were
Bullies,
pretty well known. They were pretty
God
well
Bullies
known.
are coming here. They're replaying at Shakespeare's.
Really? When is that?
Hell, I think it's like next month.
I definitely need to come see. You want to go see that?
Yeah, just well, if you want to, if you're sure about it, let me know and we can plan on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta let the boys at the shop know. Of course, I don't usually work nights, so it should be all right. Yeah, I mean, it's one band I never got to see. I mean, the one Kalamazoo band that I always wanted to see. I realize it's not the original lineup, but who cares,
Right. I'm trying to
Yeah.
find the.
Come here, baby. Come here.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, that'd be pretty awesome to go see the God Bullies. I mean, they were a seminal Kalamazoo band. I mean, when I was young, everybody I met, Jesus boy, are you that hot, really? Everybody I met, always was like, "Oh, you got to go see the God Bullies," and I just wasn't into seeing shows at that point. I hated everything about myself. I didn't like to go out into public. I was only 17, 18 years old, you know, and I just didn't have that confidence to be going to shows and jumping out there. And as much as you're only part of an audience, you're not doing anything but being in the audience. That's totally ridiculous. But I think when you're super self-conscious and young, you still feel like the audience is somehow looking at you, you know? And I just didn't like going out in public, to be honest with you. I spent all my nights at home for the first few times with just my neighborhood friends at my new house with my new friends. But that shit got old. Go ahead.
March 21st.
March 21st. God Bullies. Shakespeare's. God, I haven't been to Shakespeare's for a show in a long time. Of course, Shakespeare's a little bit of history for the folks. Any fishing fans out there may remember, if they remember some of the older ones, the Shakespeare Rod and Reel Company. That is now a live venue and a bar where they used to make the Shakespeare rods and reels, right?
Glass and the old glass bottom boats and everything, man.
Really? They made glass bottom boats?
Mm-hmm. Back in the day, yeah.
Oh, really? I didn't know that was one of their things. So yeah, a lot of cool companies in Kalamazoo over the years, you know. And don't forget, you know, the person that embedded the sidewalk cutout was from Kalamazoo.
Right. The first one was here. Yep.
Thank you.
People forget that one.
They do forget that one, you know? And the fact that I know one other person that fucking knows that, like, out of hand, is great. That is just wonderful. Albie Frank is here. How you doing, Albie Frank? Good to see you. Hi, Watha. You know you can't metal detect. I guess we did. Oh, wow. I must really be behind.
Yeah, you're like a half hour back.
Whoa. Oh, Hiawatha, look, she checked. Fuckers, laugh out loud, no passes. I checked. Yeah, they're not going to let. There's no way, Hiawatha, they're going to let some hicks like me and Justin, no offense, Justin, you're not really a hick, I am, go onto their property and just start hauling out the artifacts that they intend on stealing themselves. And after all, the Smithsonian has to have some rules in effect when they come remove the Giants' bones and hide our true identity from us, right? We know that, Hiawatha. Come on. You're right, though, to a degree, Hiawatha. You can hunt for stuff, but you can't take it. Now, I've oftentimes thought, as practice, how fun it would be to just diagnose what's in the ground without actually digging it up. That's not illegal, is it? Don't they have to catch you digging a hole?
Yeah, I guess
all
you want, but
that would just be too much, wouldn't it? You get a solid, silver signal, and it's small and it's concise, and it's like 8 inches down. You got it. Yeah. Man, I'm a treasure hunter.
Right.
I'm not an archaeologist. An archaeologist chooses to try to keep the history intact. We can't do that in the cities where we go, in the city woods. They're scraping the earth away faster we could search it.
There's not much left anymore, the old cities. So.
No, I know. I'm willing to sneak a little bit. Like I still see 13 acres over there of untouched soil on the corner, where the old Martin place used to be. And you come at that from an angle from that apartment complex, man. It's like more like a mission,
I don't think anyone would give a rat's ass if we showed up over there to begin
Probably
with.
not, but there was a huge homeless encampment back there, so they were, I think, keeping an eye on it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Boston saying I haven't, except very, very small, but not a national park in an Indiana river. That's a great place to look for anything, by the way. In fact, I think the one thing a modern day detectorist can do to up their game that isn't oversearched, and that's access to streams, waterways with an updated machine that easily can Man, he's got to go potty. I got to take him out to go potty. He's at the door and he's shaking his head. I know what that means. My boy's uncomfortable. I'm going to put on a song. I got to take a break.
All right, I'm
You
going to
guys
take
have
this
anything?
opportunity to hit the bathroom then while you're disappearing.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not taking you potty. I'm just taking the dog potty. You take
Oh, I
yourself potty.
understand
All right, so I'm not even gonna put on a song. You guys, you can just be here if you want to be here, but I'm gonna take this boy out to pee or whatever he's got to do. He's driving me crazy, and I don't want to be uncomfortable. So, give me 5 minutes. We'll be right back. I don't have anything weird in the background, do I? Besides the baby oil. All right, buddy. I know. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. But he's got to go. I can tell. Baby. Let me put on your collar. I know you got the hot breath going. I know. Chill up, bro. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right now. I gotta put on the headlamp so we don't get poached. We don't want to get poached, so we wear a headlamp. Right? For anyone to see my car door, I'm not bullshitting. I got shot. Let's go. Hiya.
Oh. Say hello, Sheba. Say hello. I'm trying to join the chat. Just a minute. Oh, I don't know. I'm having trouble joining the chat. Wait till Derek comes back. Maybe he knows what to do. Yeah, what you doing? Huh?
right. Let's ride. Careful. We made it. And I'm back. Take off my douche light. Put on my glasses because I can't see anything. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I'm back. Oh, Justin's back too. He must have popped himself out. Oh, hello. Oh, look who he's got. He's got a little company with him. He couldn't help it. The bird is a total sociopath. Has to be on camera.
Sorry, man. I X'd out again somehow.
No, not at all. That's okay.
Well, I was trying to figure
a
out.
lot of breath. I rushed that when it was a very he's looking very beautiful tonight. Good and green. He's so colorful and pretty.
Good and green, eh?
How long have you had how long for a little history? Tell us a little bit about Sheba, how you got the bird and how long you've had Sheba.
Sheba is a blue-fronted Amazon. She's about 46 years old.
Wow.
I adopted her in July of 2018. I was on one of the parrot forums on Facebook because I had a parrot, the same species as her, but a male. That was Ruffles. I got him in 1992. He lived till 2017.
Wow.
He got cancer and all that.
I forgot to take the leash off the dog. Hang on.
All right.
I'm still listening up.
No, but yeah.
Your bird actually got cancer?
Yeah, well, they took x-rays and saw a bunch of masses in his chest.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What do you attribute that to? I mean, clearly he wasn't a smoker. I mean,
no, I mean,
is it just bad genetics at that point? Like anybody else with bad genetics? I mean,
it's not
luck of the draw.
It's not uncommon for older birds like that, for that to happen.
I had no idea.
And I really didn't know his age. He could have been 30. He could have been 60.
Sure.
Yeah,
parrots don't give away much when it comes to age. It's sort of hard to tell,
Yeah, the people I got him from, man, they didn't really know. So, but then with her, right. Somebody had put a post up. They're like, we have this Amazon parrot. She's 39 years old. And this bird's hated me my entire life. She's like, we've had this bird basically her whole life. And she was like 40. So, but she knew Sheba from when she was a little kid,
So the same family had Sheba for a long time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
There was another family before that even that had her, I guess. And they ended up,
if birds could only talk. Oh, wait, they can.
But yeah, so we arranged, she agreed to let me, adopt her after we talked quite a bit.
And clearly it's a match made in heaven. I mean, the bird's very affectionate towards you, and
yeah, I'd say we're
she's a beautiful creature. She really is.
And then, then the other thing is she's super lucky because we adopted her in 2018. A couple years later, the woman who adopted her out. No. This is what happened first. Their house caught fire. Like a couple years, and burned to the ground. Right? This is maybe 4 years after we adopted her.
Oh wow.
And I guess killed all their other pets. They had other parrots.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
So that would have been,
It was meant to be.
And then after that, a couple years later, she gets killed in a car accident. The lady.
What?
Yeah. So their house burned down. And then she's killed in a car accident a couple years later. So it's like, man, they had some.
No,
rough.
that's a bad streak. That's a bad streak. House burning down, killed in car wreck. I don't know where you go from there. You know, I mean, I don't know where you can go from there.
Yeah,
I mean, I was almost killed also in a car wreck the other day. I mean, fortunately, I didn't wreck, but you know, there would have been nothing I could do. You know, around like outside of Kalamazoo, it's almost like a low grade San Francisco in that there are a lot of hills, right? So around the Kalamazoo area, but over here in Indiana, where I'm at, it's very flat. And there are nothing but county roads. Anyone that knows the Elkhart area will know that it's laced with on the outskirts and all through it, nothing but CR this and CR that. And these roads are narrow, and they have fields on both sides and or lines of trees that are so close to the road. One wrong move and you will just be a wall of flame. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden I have a guy in a four-wheel drive, one of these dually wheeled, double cabbed four-wheel drives, and he's just coming right over into my lane head on at 50 miles an hour. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And he's not paying attention. He's texting or he's wasted. I don't fucking know. And I'm just like, I didn't know what to do. All I could do was hit the horn, and he finally saw me at the last second and jerked his truck back before he smashed me to my death. It was just as much as I could do to get my fucking finger out of that window, man, to flip him off, you know?
Right.
But so yeah, so I am planning on getting that handgun permit. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm just perusing the comments here. Jory,
perusing.
8 Mo. Do you let her
I don't
fly
know.
around? Do you let her fly around the house? Well, I would, but she's disabled. She has only half a wing on one side, and I believe that was the result of a dog encounter of some sort, because
I thought it was Iraq. She's not a veteran.
Well, yeah, it might have been IED. But no, I think more likely it was the very first people she had lived with. I guess they had these dogs, and they'd confine her in a room with them.
What?
Great idea, right?
Bad idea.
But no, I mean the last
just to see what would happen, or because they had no choice. I mean, I don't
know, man. I think they just were morons, and so yeah, I mean, and then the woman I adopted her from, I asked her. I said, "What happened to Sheba's wing?" She's like, "What do you mean? What do I mean? She has half her bones missing on one side." Oh, we didn't know about that. What? So there's something fishy about that, you know?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. So she's not really able to.
She's incapable of flight.
Right. You know, I wonder if the same thing happened to me, because I tried to fly. Also, same thing. Dropped like a rock. Son of a bitch.
It happens, man.
Some dog chewed my wing off when I was a baby, you know. But Boston would like to know, Hiawatha, have you been to the Monon High Bridge? Hiawatha saying what Epstein was obsessed with is altering genetics. Yeah, I had read that too, or heard it somewhere. Boston saying, thanks, Farmer. I remember the day it all started. Yeah, sad day. Hiawatha, he was also interested in consciousness and intuition, as well as a lot of nasty things. Right. Yeah, let's not forget that. We're talking about Epstein. Yeah, well, I think, you know, it seems to be that there is a cabal of powerful people, as much as I always called that stuff bullshit, you know, like, you guys are into dumb conspiracies, you know, but it does appear that there are some very powerful people in the world and that they actually run things. That's what it appears to me, honestly, for the most part. Whoever they are, we'll never know who they are, because real powerful people are not public faces. They have public faces for them, you know. And if Epstein was anything, he was a go between the actual powerful people and the people with the money who keep the powerful people powerful. He was some kind of genius himself, in my opinion. He didn't seem very bright to me at all, to be honest with you. He sounded like a complete moron. And I'm not just saying that because he was a creep. I mean, he just doesn't sound well put together. I mean, he sounded like a bro to me, you know, like you know, it's just like I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. I just still don't get it. There's something definitely weird with that whole situation. Any thoughts on does anybody have an update on Nancy Grace? I know that she's been kidnapped. No, not the reporter Nancy Grace. Nancy Guthrie, rather.
Say what?
No, folks, I'm sorry. Take that back. Nancy Grace is fine. She's fine. That mouth isn't going anywhere. But poor Nancy Guthrie. Now, I have read that Guthrie had a tie with Epstein. Has anyone else read that? Put those cigs up, Farmer, if you want to. Oh,
hey,
thanks, boss. I know you hate it when I smoke.
Does Sheba like to sing? Does she rock out to your music? Yes and yes.
She does, yeah.
Yeah, she'll sit there on my shoulder sometimes and just sing some crazy stuff. I don't know what she's talking about, but it's...
She does the head bob, right? The boink boink kind of does the or the
my other bird. Oh, Kelsey, the white one. She loves to dance, but she's super camera shy. She's still not quite comfortable with me picking her up. But
really?
Yeah, Jennifer.
That's probably a relationship that takes time. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and it might not, you know, but because she's kind of bonded with my wife. Oh, just
well, that's good.
I mean, I got Velcro bird here. You know,
I mean that makes sense to me. I mean, you know, it's good actually. Probably. I mean, she's beautiful, also, Kelsey. Yeah. Hiawatha saying to Boston, I've been to the Monon High Bridge twice. There is an ominous feeling there. Oh, I'm sure of that. I mean, what else has gone on there, Hiawatha? What kind of weird rituals? What kind of, I don't even mean Odinist shit. I mean like real rituals. Like, I don't trust any of that stuff. And by the way, Deer Creek has gone largely undeveloped for the entirety of Deer Creek. It's part of the watershed for the Wabash River, right? I mean, I looked at maps that were about as old as maps go for this area in detail, both up in Kalamazoo, but everything in between, including Delphi area, including Deer Creek. And it really hasn't changed. The shape of the creek, everything goes the same there. It's a whole valley that floods when there's a flood, you know. And so you can't do a lot there because at some point it's just going to flood again. Abby's saying the promise is good for 10 years after you graduate high school. So they've really expanded that. Wow. There is also the Michigan Reconnect program for people over 25. Good thing I'm not. Without a degree in Michigan that covers your tuition and fees. Huh. Abby says I graduated in 2017. Oh, wow.
2017.
God, I can't believe I've known you that long. We're both getting older, huh? Oh, the birdie. Oh, which birdie is this one? Oh, Sensi, this is a Sheba. The white one, which also you do have some videos of, the other one is Kelsey.
Yeah, you know, as she gets more and more used to living here, it's getting easier, but she doesn't like the camera. It's like as soon as I break that out, man, she beats it. It's like,
but on the other hand, she was a total camera whore, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
She appears to be. I like her vibe, you know. It's just like
I know
she's
people
just so relaxed.
Her,
she's so relaxed right now, man.
She's sitting there biting her.
I know, but she's just doing her own thing. Like, she's not even concerned. She's just like, this is how I spend my day.
Right.
On your shoulder doing shit, you know? I mean, I think that's so great, man.
She knows really, she's the boss, man.
Yep. I did know my aunt and uncle still have their African gray that they had when I was a kid. Hercules, turns out they found out years later, like I think a lot of people do, that the sex was that it was a girl actually. Yeah. But so yeah. But they still have Herky, and my uncle takes Herky in the shower and eats cereal and the whole deal, you know.
How old is that bird?
Well, gosh, it was 1980 when they used to bring them to they used to do this boat racing. What do you call this? Like the Mackinac, or what do they call that shit? Sailboats. And they would do these big races, and he had one called the Whiplash, and he would race in the Mackinac every year, which is a big sailboat race, by the way, and it was even bigger back then. Probably it used to be on like ABC, Wide World of Sports, you know. And so we would watch the Bird while they were off sometimes on these adventures because they were very wealthy. He opened a company, Justin, if you know your Kalamazoo history, on 9th Street. This is a little intricate, called Manatron Computers. That was at 9th and Stadium, just north of Stadium on 9th Street. Would have been on the west side of the road. Actually right next to, well, there's like apartments there now and stuff, but it's like this it's kind of like a long building. It goes way back, and and it was called Manatron Computers. And, they even went public at one point in the early 80s, buying up other, they started out doing hardware for like, the Michigan State Police, I think, and other law enforcement. And then it turned into software over the years, and then they got very rich. That's all I know.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Yeah, I should dig up some old matches or something with that on there. It's a kind of a cool the way they spelled it was all like lowercase, and it kind of that 70s kind of slopey Manatron, kind of went together, nice and neat.
All right.
And it was the kind of place where you could go, and in different rooms there would be those giant computers against the wall with the big reels on it going, turning in some kind of jagged motion as they did whatever they were doing. And it was in the late 60s that he started that business with his brother. Yeah. So he was really ahead of the curve, on that. Yep. And now they're a lot older now. I mean, they're in their 80s now, and I think he just has motorcycles that he likes to ride on what's that road over in Europe that there's no speed limit? The Autobahn. He's got these German friends and these these Antwerp friends, these Belgianese people that he goes motorcycling with all over the countryside, So I guess that's what you get to do after you have a successful computer business. But to make a short story long and ridiculously boring, to end that, we would watch the Bird for a week. It always worked out pretty well, and it was fun. And the Bird talked. The Bird talked pretty constantly.
Oh, I bet. Is it gray?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, freaking gray, yeah.
Yeah, those are one of the biggest talking birds.
Of course, we would just try to teach her curse words, so it could go back to my proper aunt and uncle who were very, proper. They were rich, they had a house built on Lake Doster. It was very nice. Yep. But, so anyways, that's about all I got for the night, to be honest with you. I mean, I just wanted to pop on and try. I wasn't even expecting to go this long at all. Oh, I do want a couple comments, though, on this Nancy Guthrie. Damn, see, now I hate hopping to the bottom, though. I gotta go back and read the comments. Oh my god, now Fishy's here. Oh, we have to stay on. Hi, Big Fish. Did he say 46? He did. Yeah, the Bird's 46 years old. Yep. That's true. It's true. And the Bird's only middle-aged right now, by the way, and doesn't appreciate like anyone making a big deal out of it, That's impressive to Big Fish. Yeah, they live a long time, unless they're in the wild until somebody plucks them, out of their environment.
Well, like a snake will get you at some point or something.
Yeah, that's for sure. Boston's lagging behind. Do you let her fly around the house? Oh no, Charlie. I think
I answered that one. It's got the bad
broken wing. Broken forever, as in the dog munched half of it off. Like it's some kind of wet market over there. Big Fish saying that's cool. She loves it. Sucks she doesn't like the lady. I don't think she hates the lady. The lady has her own bird. They're crazy.
She doesn't hate the lady. She's just so
that's so funny.
bonded to me that it's.
Oh, Big Fish is great. Aw. I was saying Justin never get rid of Sheba. Well, he doesn't have a choice. I mean, he's never getting rid of that bird. No way. No, birds really bond with their owners. They really do. Can you fix it with paper and glue? Not being funny. No, I don't think so, Boston. It's funny though. Well, like paper mache, maybe. You know, at some point, technology may be good enough where Justin may be able to 3D print his bird a faux wing. But until then, the bird is ground. That's
actually been done before.
I'm sure it has. Unindicted co-conspirators here. The Great Pirate Wars. Poor Bebe. I don't know what that means, but I love to say the word Bebe. Essentially saying, does Sheba like to sing, and does she rock out to your music? I think I must be way behind, right? So she's never flown? Have we had that confirmed?
Now that I don't, like I said, I don't know if she's
kind of personal question,
but as old as she is, I believe she's a wild caught bird that's been tamed or whatever you want to say.
You think so, really?
Yeah. She has no band. Most birds will have an import band unless it's been removed, but that's highly unlikely. I think she's just old enough that she's one of them birds that were.
Is it possible the band was on part of that wing that's now gone? I'm sorry.
No, because it's on their foot. So that wouldn't have been the case anyway.
I'm sorry. No. I just making it. She's not understanding. I don't think what I'm saying. Maybe. Unindicted saying, wait, caterer and producer 9F, the super wealthy elite, must be talking Jeffrey Epstein. Justin, can you type in the comments too?
You can type in the comments too.
I think. Justin, you can type in the comments. I see.
I've seen stuff like that. Trying this.
It is really, yeah. I mean, how now? What format were you on? Were you on StreamYard the other day with the other interview, man. Or
it was he just did it on Google Meet through email.
What?
Really? They have a service like with your fucking Gmail account.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you can do video back and forth that way too. I don't know how it captured it.
And you can broadcast like this and bring people in on there and do it?
No, because it's more like a Zoom meeting, where it's just.
Oh, right. Then he edits it and then puts it out.
Yeah, so we recorded it as we did it live, and then.
Right.
He did some minimal editing, not much of anything, and then because he didn't need a lot, because it was short.
And you're great at these things, so no editing.
Well, fucking the guy, he had one guest before me. That guy went on for 3.5 hours, which is cool. I mean, I guess, but it's like I don't want to bore people to death. It's like I figured an hour.
Yeah. Usually my shows run about 3.5 hours. Yeah, thank you. But no, I have done a 3.5 hour show, but usually they run about 1.5 hours, 2 hours.
I'll be right back. I gotta run to the bathroom, man.
Yeah, sure, man. Well, you're drinking Bell's beer, man.
Right.
God knows. Hopefully they're not still using that Kalamazoo River water.
Oh God, I hope not.
We'll answer for you. Justin did answer. She's never flown, as far as I know. Since he watches videos, she gets crazy sometimes. Yeah, she'll start bobbing her head. It's really cute, actually. It's adorable. Her house is not hers or family, and also that apparently SWAT were getting staged at the fire station. I feel like there's a couple different conversations going on. Hiawatha, I will over the week. Oh God, you guys, I'm so lost. Shit. What have I done? Boston saying, Hiawatha, something there. Monon High Bridge is not good energy at all. I wish someone could go out and bless the area. Yeah, I mean, Boston, not a bad idea. I mean, honestly, I wasn't kidding when I said that a priest came and blessed my RV and property when I first moved out here. That's a true story. Because I think, folks, at some point, if you're gonna sort of buy into there's something else out there, then you have to sort of go with it, you know. And that's what I intend that I'm doing with that. Why am I feeling such a cold draft? What's going on? Holy shit. Suddenly my heater is like blowing cold air. I don't understand that. It's not really a heater, I guess, at that point. Let's see what happens. Whew. Boston, I'm pretty sure, I would think that someone has done that multiple times. And not just that. Does anybody remember the 1 year anniversary, I think it was? And when the was it the Exterminator who came back and played like a shofar, that long horn thing? I've always thought that was really weird, you guys. And remember what the Exterminator said to the police, because they re-quoted him in a different way. He said, I saw some things that day that I thought I needed to tell somebody about. Then I remember hearing one of the sketch artists for the state police say it the same way. He goes, oh, we got this from somebody who saw something that day that they felt they needed to tell us about. It was really weird. It sounded to me like the Exterminator provided one of those witness accounts. Now, I'm not saying they used his account, but he always spoke of an older model style car on the side of the road that resembled a fishing vehicle. But let's not get carried away. It's 9 years later. The right guy's in jail. Here we go. Boston. It feels witchy. Right, Hiawatha. She's talking about the Monon High Bridge. I mean, yeah, it seems like the whole area feels witchy to me, especially. Okay, you know, and other rumors do exist also of certain archaeological digs in that area by certain professors. Everything feels witchy around there. Justin, you ever watch a show called The Sinner? It was a series on like one of these Showtimes or something, like when that, you know, on a Showtime or something. Netflix, so. One of them. I don't know. I can't think of the main star's name. Kind of you recognize the main star. He's like plays a retired detective living in the middle of nowhere. But the premise is, so the show starts with like some crazy traumatic shit happening, right? Just out of the blue, bam. And then the whole rest of the series is sort of dissecting back to that point to figure out what caused that person to do that. And like I remember one of them was like it all revolved around this weird cult in Indiana, of course, who worshipped like a 30-foot tall shard of rock in their barn, you know, that had secret powers. It just weirds me out, you guys. Look, I mean, I've always been a science atheist. Now I do believe that you can mess things somehow. And when you look at people like Aleister Crowley, the Collins elite, who is supposedly a group of military people in the know with this subject matter, won't even investigate any of it because they believe that Jack Parsons and Aleister Crowley summoned something real in the 30s that's still here today, and that's just part of the whole thing, and that even by paying it any attention, it's giving pure evil a chance to manifest and exist on our level. So that's why the Collins elite is always going out of their way to completely not investigate any UFO sightings whatsoever. And they encourage, and they're part Air Force and Navy, OSI, the Office of Naval, ONI, Office of Naval Intelligence, formed in the 1880s. And in the 1890s, we had the giant airship invasion of America, where over 1,200 newspaper articles were written, and up to 100,000 people saw Jules Verne style airships in the sky, some with fucking oars and shit sticking out of the side of them. All right. And big, massive lights coming off that would move anywhere from 30 to 300 miles an hour that they could estimate. They thought it was like boom, blink of an eye thing. And the guy that first said that he was a patent attorney, that first said he knew who was creating these airships, and then later in the week did another newspaper article with the Sacramento Bee saying that the whole thing was a ruse, and he, you know, blah, blah, blah. His name was George Collins, patent attorney, who was later charged with bigamy and through that process convicted of perjury, where he spent 8 years in prison. Go ahead. Justin's like, what the fuck do you want me to add to that mess of that Caesar salad of bullshit? Other than Justin,
I was looking at other tabs half the time trying to figure shit out.
Yeah. But to bring it back around to Kalamazoo, it wasn't until only a few months ago that I learned there was an actual newspaper account of one of those giant airships exploding over Pavilion Township in Kalamazoo County. Only the second account. The first one's very famous. It happened in a place called Aurora, Texas, where a giant airship crashed into Judge Proctor's windmill. That little guy got buried in a Christian burial. It was later dug up. It's a whole thing. It's Jim Mars did a whole series of books on it. Very real thing happened there. And the guy that went on to own the property afterwards, because they threw a lot of the metal from this ship down there, he had he drank the water out of the well they threw that shit in. He developed the largest boils and cysts all over his hands and arms you ever saw in your life after drinking the water out of that well.
Hell, that.
It's crazy. I'm not lying. Hiawatha will tell you. I know she knows that story. But I thought that was the only incident of a giant airship crashing. Indeed, there were two. And in the account of the one happening over Pavilion Township in Kalamazoo County, two roofers in Galesburg, Michigan, confirmed the next day they had to reshingle because whatever metal fragments had gone through their new shingles that they had just done and embedded themselves into the wood underneath. Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, how interesting is that, man? And by the way, most of the people making the accounts, people say, oh, it's just yellow journalism of the day, trying to create a buzz about it. But yellow journalism had distinct features that made it yellow, like not incredibly specific by not well-known people in the community. A lot of these accounts are by judges, police officers, school teachers, house marms, and really trustworthy people that in their day wouldn't have wanted to have been known as liars, even for yellow journalism, right?
Right.
And there was certainly a pattern to this, and a cover-up ensued. And I think that is where the Collins elite started, and that is where the first control group started in terms of the UFO thing, whatever it means. Whatever it is, interdimensionally speaking, if we're manifesting these things like Stranger Things, whatever it is, I think it mostly started during that and then was quelled for several years. And as the nuclear technology of ours got better, something has brought these things back because they don't, which leads me to believe that either they're living below our feet or in the oceans and they want to protect the planet for their own self-preservation, or they are us from the future. And if we kill ourselves off too quick, they'll never exist at all or something. Like, I don't know how that works, but I think the whole thing's supposed to, I thought, work with several timelines, but we don't have to get too sidetracked. Unless we already Boston asking if I had a problem at my property. Not recently. No, I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I mean, no, my car wasn't shot on my property. It was shot driving back home to my property from the Marathon gas station. On M60, actually. People can, I insist it was shot with something. Look, the hole is deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never seen a rock reflect off your own tire and do that, but
That's
I
no
don't know.
rock.
Maybe I just haven't seen anything. Maybe I haven't seen everything in the world or something. You know. Boston St. Abbey. I didn't know you worked at Jets. Yeah, that's where I met. Well, yeah, because Boston. Remember, I told the whole story. You know, she comes from a family of many sisters, like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pizza Pants. And I've met basically worked with all of them down the line through the years at Jets over the 15 years I worked there. Shit, I worked with Justin's kid. I've worked with all my friends' kids, and half the kids are my friends, you know. So that's it. No, I haven't had a recent problem at the property here, not recently. Of course, I mean, as you know, a cold case did happen here, so I mean, you got that going on, but that's been 20 some years, you know, or whatever. Boston, yeah, that's where I met Derek. I actually worked there 2 different times, but I wasn't working there the second time. If you get that feeling, never a bad idea to get a blessing professional of whatever flavor one prefers. Well, to be honest with you, I mean, it was the landowner that set up the blessing. I was happy they included my RV and the property around my RV in their general blessing. So for that, I thank them, and I thank the priest. Unfortunately, I felt a little bad because I just got done burning a fat joint, and all of a sudden I forgot the priest was coming. Because how often is a priest coming to bless your RV, right, Justin? I remember this story. This is a real story.
Yeah, I remember.
And he stumbled in and out. The poor guy. He's a large guy. He wasn't, he was big dude. Radon levels. I wouldn't know. I don't want to know unindicted. We have enough issues with PFAS and PBBs and sucking poison down. I don't want to know about it. Unindicted saying yellow journalism hoaxiness getting out of hand? ? No, and I didn't see your comment, but I feel like I explained pretty thoroughly. Although I could be even more thorough with examples of trends, patterns, and really things that corroborate the stories amongst themselves, really taking it out of that yellow journalism hoax box, to be honest with you. And including someone who gave a real interview saying that he was the patent attorney that represented the creator of such products. And also there was a meeting in New York on the New York Stock Exchange about it's a very anomalous story. Something odd happened in 1896 involving giant airships and, once again, technology we're not supposed to have. You're talking, 7 years before the Wright brothers, right? So I'm not saying they didn't have airships. They did. They were basically German airships, but these airships here, I mean, they were a little more magical than your average gray blimpy airship. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. You really should dive into a little bit unindicted. It's quite a fascinating story. Really, I know something weird happened. I equate it to, like I heard somebody the other day in an interview say, I think what's happening is whatever this is, stop trying to figure out what it is. Whatever it isn't us. It's non-human intelligent. Okay, the government admits that much publicly at this point. And just assume that, oh shit, I lost my point. If you look throughout history, and it's so true, it almost mirrors what our own obsessions are. If you're in Ireland in 1825, you saw you saw dwarves and shit trolls under bridges, and you saw there were whole people that swore up and down that they saw these things. Now, they weren't trying to be hoaxy. They were telling their families this. They were scared when they got home. They saw a gnome. They saw one of these little creatures. And then at some point, it shifts into whatever the collective conscious. Now, it's true. Jules Verne's book came out within a year before these airship things. I don't think it's coincidence. I think at that point, there were giant airships in people's collective conscious, and somehow they manifested real things. these things that are being manifested aren't just dreams. They're solid body craft. It's really weird, you guys, in my opinion. But I don't know. We could go on about it, but I just thought it was weird that there's only been 2, and I find out the other one is in Kalamazoo County. Just too fucking strange. Boston, are you in Indiana? I don't think she is. Unindicted saying a long timeline type experiment in our computer simulation instead of yellow journalism. In my opinion, shot, not a rock. Not sure what that means, but I may or may not agree with you then. Boston saying that's awesome, Farmer. I'm not sure which part because I lose track so quick. Jari, yes, off and on travel nurse here and Boston. Justin's like, I've had enough of this bullshit. Abby saying Boston, no, in Kalamazoo. I started there the first time in 2015. Oh yeah, I've known you that long. 11 years now. So I'm just trying to catch up on the comments, you guys. I like to do it, you know. Jari, are you in Indiana? Hell no. Jari's like, I'm in Oklahoma, where things are a little more wild than that. Got some crazy cattle truck driving motherfuckers coming out of Oklahoma. Excuse my language tonight. Just want to say hi to Junior Johnson. Haven't seen him in a long time, but understand he's okay. Strange, Farmer, you keep getting those orbs or whatever out there. The first time I've ever seen an orb type thing out here, and it is odd that it literally disappeared as I was recording it. I thought it went behind the barn at first, but then it never came out. I stayed out there another 10 minutes waiting for the orb to come out. Nothing. And then I watched the video that I had recorded. It blinks out. It's really odd. Yeah. Before that, it's been the series of drones, both that Mod Abby and I captured in Portage, Michigan, and the one I recorded that's the same style right over my own house. What those are, I don't know, but I was going to make a comparison then too. Finally, it gets 2 drones. Poorly mimicking our technology is a phrase I've been saying for 2 years now. That's what it's doing at this point, in my opinion. I remember everyone poo-pooing old Cajun stories about killing some Nazis in the swamps until they found a U-boat wreckage nearby. And yeah, exactly. The Changeling Trail in Ireland was pretty late in time. Look, I don't know if you can or can't. I try not to. I wouldn't have given that thought right there, Boston. Seriously, anyone knows me. But now that I've been through what I've been through, I just have to wonder what is really going on. Okay. Something is going on. These things are being recorded more and more, in my opinion. Jari's saying it's pretty nice here. I don't know. Oklahoma. Phew. Maybe it's nice in some spots. That'd be a bullet hole in your vehicle, not a rock, said Unindicted. Yeah, right. I'm almost through the comments, Justin. I'm sorry. I just want to get through them. They haul logs here. Oh. I always thought they hauled cattle. Has anyone seen Junior Johnson? Wow. Weird synchronicity that I said hi to him before reading that comment, Boston. I heard he was okay. Cryptech said he saw him in Tom Webster's chat. So maybe he got sick of me cussing or something. I don't know. UCC, yeah, it wasn't a rock. And last comment. Oh, a correction trial. So there we go, guys. There we go. I think we have said it all. Justin, would you like to add anything about your interview? Were you at least happy with the outcome after rewatching it? You felt good about it. It was good. We'll put it up on the channel here, at some point.
Yeah, it went all right. I mean, it was pretty casual, man. Wasn't too serious.
Just basically nerdy based stuff. Excuse my no disrespect, man.
Well, it's like he said. He's like, I just want to talk to guys like me, recording videos. Like, well, yeah.
I mean, do you go through this whole series of who's your favorite band or who do you like doing the most or any of that stuff?
Yeah, stuff like that, I guess, kind of related.
I mean, because, man, your bass shit, and by shit, I mean your great stuff. It really covers a broad range of I would say rock and roll to mostly rock and roll to like, but you know, harder rock and stuff like that too. But you know, but really some surprising stuff sometimes. You know, like I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You know, I mean, who would have thought, you know what I mean? So really refreshing and
Yeah, how many
and
people have Melanie brand new key with the roller skates
right
and Napalm Death? You know, it's like it's not exactly the same genre. So yeah, I do try to mix it up.
It reminds me of the McDLT, you know, the hot side, you know, it's like the hot side's hot, cold side cold, but
cold side cold.
But somehow it makes magic when you bring the whole thing together. And Justin, you have made magic tonight on this show, bringing the whole thing together. And I want to thank everyone in the chat. I'm getting ready to sign off here. Thanks everybody. Remember to support the channel, says Jari. I'm not asking you to, but if you want to like and subscribe and do all that stuff, of course, it's a huge compliment. As soon as we hit 500, I'll be open for super chats and super stickers. You know, if I have an extraordinarily good night, who knows what'll happen. But I want to thank you, Justin, for just sort of popping on the fly and helping me fill a couple hours. It was really fun. It's great to see you. You look great. You did have an injury working out, you know, as we know, Justin is always, working out, but he's all healed up now, and we're going metal detecting in the spring, and hopefully we can record pulling some silver out of the ground, because that's what it's all about.
Yep. You looking at any new machines, or you sticking with the old Safari?
Man, I'm so glad you didn't let me sell that Safari in a desperate bid to try to have an extra $100 somewhere or not. I love that machine.
Yeah,
going to continue to love that machine until I can afford a better one. But until then, I still got that Safari and that Garrett Carrot.
I'm not changing anything either right now. So
no, I think Mind Lab does a fine job. Be great to try out a Deus sometime or something else, but you know what? It's not necessary. This Mind Lab is 10 times better than the Vanquish, in my opinion. No offense to Vanquish, it's not even the same caliber, but that thing was almost like just really, I didn't love it. So to move to a machine like this where I can really start to no, you know what? It was the Mind Lab, I believe, that found that silver quarter at the old schoolhouse there at Brucker School. In fact, that quarter was on its side. Mm-hmm. And the blip was so fucking small, but so clear on that number with none of the funny backbite. Yeah. You know, you got the 2-number machine. I got the 1-number machine. So I know it's still not a proven thing, but I was able to catch enough of it on its side. It must have been that machine. I don't see the Vanquish doing that.
Yeah, I mean, being on edge like that, E-Track could even be questionable, you know, so.
It was really weird, and it was not a strong signal, but there was something about the tone and the way it struck that in my head, I go, that's a coin on its friggin' side. And I dug a silver quarter out.
I know they're building a new school on that spot.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like the new El Sol, the Spanish language school.
Oh, I didn't know it was going at the old Brucker.
Yeah. So we should
it's a damn fine. I think that's great, though. Well, that'd be good when they start digging around, but maybe they'll close it off if they go back to just building something there.
I don't know.
Man, wow, I wonder what my plumber's going to be bitching about them digging up that hole, huh?
Can't really completely close that off because there's that neighborhood back there and there's that path and all that, like way back. So.
Well, public schoolyards tend to remain public spaces for the most part, and I think it's a fine yard. I hope they don't subdivide it and to do something stupid. I hope part of the rule is they got to keep it yard or school, if you know what I mean. They can't just subdivide and get rid of the yard and sell that off or something weird.
Right.
Because it is quite a large area for what a great space for kids to run around in, first of all. So I think it's a great idea. It's flat. It's not, it's like it's already pretty well developed from having a previous school there, and it's super big.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's perfect. I think that's actually pretty cool, man. I wish them well.
Yeah, I got no problem with that. I think that's a good idea.
I wouldn't mind hitting it before they do and digging up a little silver first. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's got to be one of your better silver spots overall, and it's the only place I ever found a silver coin. I found several silver rings, maybe 3 or 4, but never
woods
there. But
them woods back behind your old place, I think we should go through again too.
man, I mean, I never found anything back. But you still say
On that
didn't do
war
it right.
nickel, man, the first time we went out there.
True. Yeah, war
This
nickel.
stuff is, you know,
What's the percentage on that? 40%.
yeah. The silver right now is insane.
I know. So is gold. I mean, but we're not finding any gold coins. But
Silver.
I wouldn't mind finding. Have you ever found a big fat like gold ring, like some dude's like wedding ring or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that stuff's worth money right now. Yeah. The metal alone.
Yeah. Silver went way high.
What is silver an ounce right now? Is it crazy?
I didn't check it today, but it's been right around.
I mean,
80,
I'm on the internet. I could look, but
it was over 100.
Really?
Yeah. And then it kind of
Holy.
came back down, and it's kind of floating around 70-ish right now. But I remember when it was like 20.
The unindicted co-conspirator Justin says, "Take the parrot metal detecting silver vibes." It's not a pirate show. Unindicted.
I have. She doesn't like it.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Sorry, you are a broken bird, and we loved meeting you. Aw, we loved
She
having him
doesn't
on.
know she's broken.
Yeah, she doesn't realize it. She doesn't realize that all the contests she's in, everyone gets a ribbon. But I just want to say until then, guys, everybody take care of yourselves, take care of each other, keep your eyes on the skies. You never know what you're gonna see. You gotta look right before you know. Thank you once again, Justin. Any closing words for the fans?
Oh,
Perfect.
exactly.
Have a great night. I think you've said enough, and you said it all.
Yeah, I'm tired, man.
Man, I know. I'm just all wound up because I get out of work late, But I'm gonna cut it here and unwind myself. Have a little dinner. I got a couple McDonald's cheeseburgers with mac sauce waiting for me.
Oh man, we just got a new air fryer, so we've been killing it with that.
I don't think I've ever eaten anything out of an air fryer. I mean,
oh man, it's sweet.
don't you miss the grease?
No.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we got that. We got a new refrigerator yesterday, a brand new, real nice chrome one with the French doors.
Oh, you did? You were talking about like what you saying to get that, like it was like in the way future.
No,
you didn't say you were going to get one of those double doored ones right away. I didn't think.
Yeah, we got it yesterday, man. It's nice.
Well, how do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah. Well, you guys, it's great that you guys, you cook at home a lot. I mean, you might as well have a damn good fridge.
Right.
And those are super nice. Yeah. I'm going to get me a fridge one of these days. Right now we're living out of a cooler, but it is an igloo cooler. So, I got 2 of them. So it's sort of the same deal. But
right on, man.
Justin, man, hey man, thanks a lot for coming on tonight, man. You have a great night. Everybody, we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching and love y'all. Have a great night. Bye.
Yeah.